nice to meet you. You're Sarah, the one dating my brother James, right?
Huh? Sorry, who is this? I don't recognize this number.
Oh, I must have surprised you with a message from someone you don't know. I'm James's little sister. My name is Kate.
Oh, nice to meet you. I've heard from James that he has a younger sister.
I've heard about you from my brother, too. You two are dating with the intention of getting married, right? I heard you're planning to get married within this year.
Did he tell you how we met? We actually met through a matchmaking service.
What? A matchmaking service? My brother registered for something like that? I can't believe he never told me. He usually tells me everything.
We were both looking for someone to date with the intention of marriage, and that's where I met James. After going on several dates, we decided to get married within this year.
No way. I've been telling him I'd help him find a girlfriend. I can't believe he went behind my back.
Huh?
Never mind, that's my business. Anyway, do you have some time?
I suppose. What for?
I want to make sure you're a suitable woman for my brother.
What?
This is very important to me and our family. I've loved and respected my brother since I was young. That's why I want him to date someone wonderful. Let me check if you have that value. I promise it won't take long. Just a few questions so I can get to know you better.
You really look up to James, don't you?
Of course! My brother is the biggest genius in our family, and I'm proud of him. You should feel honored to be dating him, honestly. Everyone in our family is a genius and went to famous universities. Among them, my brother got into Harvard as a freshman and graduated top of his class. He was even asked to give the welcome speech at the entrance ceremony. He's the #1 genius in our family. I followed his footsteps to Harvard, but I'm nowhere near as brilliant as he is.
That's truly impressive. James mentioned about Harvard, but he didn't tell me all those details.
That's just like him. So humble. Anyway, that's why I need to test whether you're suitable for my brother. Don't worry, it's just some light questions. I've done this with all of my brother's past girlfriends, so don't be nervous. Just answer casually.
So, you've done this with all his exes. So I'm not the first to go through this. Interesting.
Of course! As his sister, it's my duty to make sure he ends up with the best partner possible. So, first question. Are you good at cooking and housework? How often do you do them?
Well, I've lived alone for a long time, so I think I'm pretty good. I'm not great at making fancy dishes, but I cook for myself daily. I actually enjoy experimenting with new recipes on weekends. James seems to like my cooking. Oh, but I really love cleaning. I clean the drains every day. That's how much of a clean freak I am.
That's great! Cleaning drains daily gets you high marks. Next question. Is it true you work for a major corporation? That's what I heard from my brother.
I work at a different type of company than James, but yes, I work at the headquarters of a major corporation.
Headquarters? Another high score! Then what's your salary? How much do you actually earn now?
Huh. Do I have to answer about my salary too? That seems rather personal.
If you're seriously planning to get married, it shouldn't be a problem. We're going to be family eventually, so please answer. Financial compatibility is important for marriage, right? I'm just making sure you two are a good match.
Roughly $70,000 a year.
In your 20s? With $70,000? That's quite impressive. You earn the same as my brother. You must be really good at your job.
Thank you. I do work hard. I was promoted last year.
Last question. What's your highest level of education? Which university did you graduate from? You've been so impressive so far. Don't tell me you graduated from Harvard like my brother. Or maybe Princeton? Or perhaps Yale? Where did you study?
Well, actually, I only graduated from high school. I went to a local business high school and started working right after graduation. I've taken some professional development courses since then, but no degree.
What? You're saying that you only have a high school diploma? Are you joking? This has to be a joke.
No, it's not a joke. That was all your questions, right? How did I do? Am I acceptable as James's fiancé?
You were perfect until just now, but being a high school graduate gives you negative 10 billion points. Sarah, please break up with my brother right now.
What? You can't be serious.
My brother graduated from Harvard with top honors. Not just me, but our whole family and all our relatives are proud of him. A high school graduate like you has no business dating him. So just stay away from my brother, you idiot.
Kate? Your tone suddenly changed completely.
I don't need to be polite to someone like you. Did you really think someone like you could marry into our family? Our bloodline has PhDs and doctors going back generations.
I don't understand. My education doesn't define who I am as a person.
He needs someone on his intellectual level, not some undereducated gold digger.
Gold digger? I make the same salary as James.
Whatever. Anyway, James deserves so much better. So just go break up with my brother. A stupid high school graduate like you is wasting my brother's precious time.
Sorry for the late reply, Sarah. I was busy with work today and just checked all my messages now.
James, we need to talk about your sister.
I can't believe Kate would contact you like that. Telling you to break up with me out of nowhere must have been shocking.
Shocking doesn't begin to cover it, James. Being looked down on for only having a high school diploma is a first for me, and being suddenly told to break up? She called me an idiot and a gold digger, all because I don't have a college degree.
Don't take Kate too seriously. She's just going overboard because she loves me too much. She's always been protective of me. It's kinda sweet, really.
Sweet? James, there was nothing sweet about it. She was incredibly hurtful.
Can you just brush off today's incident? Think of it as jealousy from your cute future sister-in-law.
Huh? James, are you not bothered by how she spoke to me?
I can't believe Kate is still doing this. She's been doing this since I got my first girlfriend in college. She's been looking up to me since we were little, and she intimidates any woman who gets close to me. Just think of her as a sister with a brother complex.
James, your fiancé is upset and confused, but you're laughing about it? Kate said some really hurtful things to me. Aren't you going to apologize or say something to her about it?
Why should I apologize? And Kate doesn't need to apologize either. She's just a bit too attached to her brother, that's all. She's not causing any real trouble. You should just ignore it.
What? James, she directly told me to break up with you because I'm not educated enough.
Well, I understand you might feel hurt about being looked down on for your education, but being a high school graduate is a fact, and there are plenty of people like that in the world. You chose to be just a high school graduate, didn't you? Don't push the responsibility for that risk onto me.
So you're saying it's my fault for being a high school graduate who can be looked down on? Not the person who calls others bottom tier because of their education? Do you actually agree with her? That I'm not good enough for you?
No, Sarah. I'm telling you she said those things because she loves me too much. It's just jealousy from a sister who cares about her brother. Besides, I'm the one dating you, not her. What does it matter what she thinks? Seriously, being this difficult to understand is one of your flaws as a high school graduate.
Excuse me? Did you just blame my education for my reaction to being insulted?
You're overreacting. This isn't that big of a deal. We're gonna get married soon. Don't you think it's better not to make waves for your own benefit?
Well, that's true, but... I just can't believe you're not standing up for me. This feels wrong.
Please try to put up with Kate's behavior. If you can't handle it, our engagement is off.
That was terrible, Kate. Suddenly pouring tea on me. Why would you do something like that?
You're the terrible one, you bottom-tier woman! I told you to break up with him, but you still haven't! And now you have the nerve to come to our house for a formal introduction! How thick-skinned are you?
I never agreed to your demand to break up, and James says he wants to marry me. I thought after a while you might have calmed down, but I see I was wrong about that.
Huh? So what if my brother says that? That doesn't change my decision. As long as I don't approve, I won't acknowledge your marriage to my brother. A high school graduate with poor academic credentials isn't suitable for my precious brother. Do you know how embarrassed I was introducing you to our relatives? This is Sarah, James' fiancé. She's a high school graduate.
But I got high marks in everything except academics on your test, right? I cook for myself, work hard at a major corporation, and earn a good income. Academic credentials are just achievements from when we were teenagers. Won't you acknowledge how hard I've worked regardless of my education?
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't care where you work or how much you earn. Education is what matters most. Money comes and goes, but stupidity is forever. This is why I hate the uneducated.
Kate, are you serious right now?
Education is more important than anything. Everyone in our family and relatives is highly educated. They all went to famous universities, and we have many doctors and lawyers among us. Imagine if stupid high school graduate DNA entered our family. Our family's excellent bloodline that has continued for generations would end.
Your family's bloodline, that's quite a serious issue.
You might not know this as a stupid high school graduate, but education is the most important thing in life. When you're job hunting, there are positions you can't even apply for without a college degree. You can even be rejected just based on the name of your school. How can someone like you possibly understand the value of prestigious education?
But education is most important only during job hunting, right? Once you're in society, education doesn't matter. What matters is how much you can accomplish. I've accomplished plenty without a fancy degree.
Ugh, you're so persistent for a low-educated idiot. Just give up on my brother already. If one cup of tea wasn't enough to make you understand, next time I'll dump an entire bucket on your head.
Kate.
Low education doesn't suit our family. I'll only accept a highly educated wife for my Harvard brother.
Then give up on your connections getting you hired.
Huh?
I understand clearly now how much you value academic credentials, Kate. I've had enough. I'll break up with James today.
Finally, you're making the right decision.
But you opposed our marriage because of academic credentials, so you should accept it without complaint if you get rejected for the same reason.
Wait, what are you suddenly talking about? What's this about connections? I haven't done anything like that.
Oh, really? Is that so? Yet you've been desperately contacting every Harvard alumni at our company, begging them to help you get hired, bowing your head over and over.
What?
What else would you call this but using connections? I can't think of a more appropriate term.
Wait a minute. How do you know about that?
I told you my salary and education level, but I never mentioned my company name. I work in the HR department at Greenleaf Group headquarters. Kate, you listed our company as your top choice, didn't you?
What? You work at my first choice company? That's impossible. There's no way.
Yes, I was headhunted while working at another company. Even with my high school education that you mock, they told me they don't care about credentials because results are what matter to them.
No way. This has to be a joke. You're making this up to get back at me.
And now I work in HR, so I know you applied to our company. I also know you were rejected after the first round.
What?
But you weren't satisfied with the results and kept calling our company repeatedly, saying, "I'm a Harvard graduate. It's ridiculous to reject me." I even took one of your complaint calls myself.
You did?
And just when things seem to have settled down, lately you've been reaching out to every Harvard graduate at our company, begging them, saying, "Can you somehow get me in through connections?" I'm sorry, but it's all been reported back to me.
No way! Those traitors! They said they'd help me.
Our company already has high competition, and the department you applied for is both popular and strictly merit-based. Yet you said, "I won't accept anything but the prestigious planning department," so of course you were rejected.
Well, what do you mean, of course? I'm a current Harvard student. I may not be top of my class like my brother, but I still have excellent credentials, so I should be hired for a popular department. A Harvard education should count for something.
Harvard is actually considered low education compared to the people in that department.
What? Harvard is low education? You're lying. Harvard is the best university in the world.
The people in the planning department are geniuses among geniuses. Harvard is just the minimum requirement. Most of them studied abroad and have graduate degrees.
What? But...
Yet you keep insisting we hire you. If academic credentials are everything in life, as you say, then you should understand that connections won't help and give up.
But that's different. This is about my career.
Oh, by the way, I've been approved for a transfer to the planning department this spring. I've been recognized for my achievements and promoted to that prestigious department. The department you couldn't get into with your Harvard education.
What? No way, hold on. You are just a high school graduate. How could someone like you go to a department for geniuses?
I guess I was recognized as a genius on par with those already there. Or maybe, just maybe, education isn't everything. Perhaps actual ability matters more. Now, I'll be taking my leave.
Wait, don't go yet.
Don't worry, once I break off the engagement, I won't contact James anymore.
Hey, Sarah! This is important! What was that phone call about? You're breaking our engagement? You're not going to marry me? What are you talking about?
You saw how Kate behaved today. She hates me enough to pour tea on me, and she told me to break off the engagement again, so I'm just doing what she said.
Don't take Kate's words so seriously. She just loves her brother too much. Don't take it to heart and break off our engagement. Come on, Sarah. Don't be so dramatic about a little tea.
Are you kidding me? Your sister assaulted me in front of your entire family, and you did nothing. Then what if I say I want to break our engagement? Would that satisfy you? I'm fine with that explanation, too.
What? You want to break our engagement? After everything we've been through because of one little incident?
When Kate poured tea on me, you didn't even bring me a towel. You didn't rush over and just stood there frozen in shock. I thought you would at least say something to scold Kate, but you said maybe she was trying to break the tension in her own way. What kind of explanation is that? Who pours tea on someone to break tension?
I was caught off guard. You know how Kate can be.
At that moment, I firmly decided I will never marry you. I will break off this engagement. A pathetic man like you could never be my partner.
Wait, please, wait. Sure, maybe that comment was insensitive, but I was just trying to lighten the mood somehow. That's why I said something like that on the spur of the moment.
Lighten the mood after your fiancé just had tea poured on her? Did you think I'd laugh and say, thanks for easing the tension? Are you really that oblivious? Or do you just not care?
Look, I care about you. I really do.
I'm sorry, but breaking off the engagement is the only option. I never want to see you or your sister again. Please consider our engagement terminated as of today.
Wait, hold on! Calm down! You're being irrational! Let's talk about this when you've cooled off. Meanwhile, I'll talk to Kate, too. I'll properly scold her for going too far. So please try to understand Kate a little.
Excuse me? Now you'll talk to her after she's already assaulted me?
Kate is still a college student. She's just a kid, and she's loved me since we were little, so this is just jealousy from a sister who adores her brother, right? So don't be so angry. Try to forgive her a little.
There it is again. You think if you call it jealousy from a brother complex, everything will be smoothed over? No matter what I say, you brush it off as cute jealousy. You're like a broken record. Can't a Harvard graduate come up with a better explanation?
What?
Maybe I should have told Kate that your wonderful brother is a Harvard graduate, but he was fired for incompetence and is currently unemployed. He can't find a new job and moved into my place last week. I should have told her the whole story.
Wait, don't say that! Please, Sarah. Kate doesn't know I lost my job. I don't want to ruin Kate's idealized image of her brother.
Then please accept the termination of our engagement and come pick up your things from my apartment today.
What? Today? But I still haven't found a new job and don't have money to move now. Where am I supposed to go? I can't go back to my parents' house.
That's not my problem. Or would you prefer I soak all your belongings in tea?
What? You wouldn't.
Anyway, I'll leave your things outside, so come pick them up.
I'm sorry about yesterday. No, not just yesterday. I apologize for everything I've said. Sarah, please respond. This is important.
What do you want, Kate? I thought I made it clear I want nothing to do with you or your brother anymore.
Please, somehow help me get hired at your company. At this point, I don't care which department.
Excuse me?
You know, right? Everyone in our family and relatives is successful. But the truth is, I still can't find a job. I've been rejected not just from my first choice, but my second and third choices too. That's why I got desperate and tried to appeal directly and contact alumni. My graduation is coming up and I still don't have a job lined up. But to think you were in the HR department at my first choice. Please, somehow squeeze me in. There must be a way.
That's impossible, and I can't believe you have the nerve to ask. Do you think apologizing makes everything okay? That just makes me even angrier.
I'm not just apologizing. I'll accept your relationship with my brother, too. Please marry my brother. I won't oppose it. I'll support you, so please hire me.
You're too late, Kate. I've already broken off my engagement with James.
What? No, you can't break up with him. He loves you so much.
And no matter how much you beg, someone like you can't join our company. As a rule, we don't accept people with criminal records.
Criminal record? What is that about? That has nothing to do with me. I haven't committed any crimes. I'm a model student. I've never even gotten a speeding ticket.
What are you talking about? Kate, you poured tea on me. That qualifies as assault.
What? Really? It was just tea. It wasn't even that hot.
I went straight to the police afterward. I filed a report.
What? A police report? No way. Wait, you can't be serious. Over spilled tea? Does that mean I'll be arrested?
Let me ask you something. Are there any criminals in your brilliant family lineage?
Of course not! No such person exists!
Then you'll be the first in your family's history. Congratulations!
That's nothing to celebrate! Please stop! I promise I won't contact you or bother you anymore! I'll apologize properly! I'll get on my knees if I have to! I promise that, so please withdraw the police report!
No way. Now, if you'll excuse me. Goodbye, Kate. I received a call from Kate's parents and went back to their house, where all their proud relatives had gathered. Everyone offered very polite apologies, saying, "We're so sorry for what our family members did." Apparently, afterward, James and Kate were scolded not just by their parents, but by all their relatives, who said, "You shameless fools." After discussion, the two agreed never to appear before me again. And Kate agreed never to apply to our company again. In exchange for withdrawing the police report, I received a large settlement along with compensation for breaking off the engagement. Kate was subsequently disowned by her proud relatives, and James, unable to admit he was unemployed, is now doing day labor while living in an internet cafe. It seems academic credentials weren't everything after all.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.